Hi, it's Anna from 5G. Today I'm going to show you how to take out your old washing machine and fit it with a new one, because I refuse to pay someone between £25 and £45 to fit me one. I need that money, it's nearly Christmas, I've got kids. So today we're going to take this one and I'm going to show you how to fit the new parts that have come supplied with the washing machine. We've got a cold water inlet feed. We've got a spanner. Now, normally they don't come with a spanner, but this particular model has. So you'd probably need to go and find your partner's or somebody's ratchet set. These particular three pieces here are 3 transit bolt covers, and then we've also got a 3-pin plug cover which is located on the back. The tools, apart from the spanner that's been given with the machine, we're going to need a flat blade and we're going to need some grips. Okay, so we're going to remove the transit bolts. Before I do, we're going to pull out what I call the stinky pipe, which is the waste pipe. So when your cycle's finished, the water comes out, all the dirty water comes out of here. Remove the power to the washing machine, it just makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to use the tool that was provided for me and we're going to undo the transit bolts. Now, I'm not going to lie, they're probably going to be a little bit tight. Right, I think that was it. There we go. So now I'm going to fit the transit bolt covers that were supplied with it. Just literally push them in. I don't know if all washing machines come with these, but we're going to put them in because they supplied them with them. And then obviously we've got the 3-pin plug one down at the bottom. Like that. Right, so next we're going to put on the cold water feed. Now, some washing machines come with a hot and a cold water feed, but luckily enough mine only comes with a cold water feed, and you can tell because it's got a blue centre like plastic thing inside. Now, use the 90-degree side because most people obviously push them right back against the wall, and if you use the other end and that's sat like this, obviously it's going to poke out quite far and we don't want to kink in the pipe at all, so we're going to use the 90-degree angle fitting. Now, this doesn't need to be ridiculously tight, it just wants to be hand tight. I can do that up with my hand, that should be more than sufficient tight. Okay, next we're going to get the old washing machine out. Okay, so we're going to disconnect the old washer. Make sure you remember first to turn it off. Before we do anything, turn it off. Luckily my plug's quite accessible, so we're going to go under the sink where your water supply is and where your smelly pipe, also known as the drainage. So here's your drainage and here is your water supply. I'm going to turn this off. Obviously, as you can see, it's in line with the pipe. That means that the water's going through. So if we turn it like this, this way means that it's turned off. It's not straight in line with the pipe. We're going to need a towel because there's going to be a bit of water between here and obviously the pipe. So we're going to put a towel underneath so that it doesn't drip everywhere. We're going to... It's alright, it can be a bit... Undo it like this, okay? There will be some water come out of the pipe, as you can see, look. So we're going to tip it onto the towel because I don't want it going everywhere. Okay. So we bought the grips in case we have any problems undoing the Jubilee clip on the top. But I'm going to try the Jubilee clip. If you do have any problems undoing yours, use your grips on the waste pipe couple thing here. Luckily enough, mine's actually quite loose, so we're not going to need them, but we're going to undo the Jubilee clip. Now, be warned, as I said to you before, this is the smelly pipe. This is where all your waste comes out from your washing machine after it's finished its cycle, and it is going to smell, and it's probably going to drop a bit of dirt out of the pipe as well. Is that loose enough? Yes, that's loose. You see all that black stuff, look, that's just from my wash, from washing clothes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my jug, and I'm going to put my jug underneath the pipe to make sure that we don't get too much waste, because I really don't want this going everywhere. It stinks and it's nasty. Okay, so your next step is we're going to push those two pipes, the inlet for the water and the smelly pipe, through the hole in the side of my cupboard, like so. There is a likelihood that they might leak a little bit, so be prepared to possibly wipe a little bit. So push them as far as you can. I can hear water. As you can see, look, it is leaking a bit. Push it through the hole. So we're going to get the water pipe, because it's leaking, look, and we're going to stick it in the back. If you remember on the new one, it's got some pipes on, and we're going to get the stinky pipe. We're going to do the same on this side, just to stop it from leaking everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to grab the power, unplug the power, which is, for me, it's underneath here. Yours should be relatively localised to the same sort of area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my other half to help me get this outside, and then we'll video you putting the new one in. Okay, so now we've got the new one in place, we've got rid of the old one, we're going to plug, we're going to push the water feed and the waste pipe through the hole. I'm going to start with the waste pipe first, push that through the hole, the water feed. Okay, we're going to go with the water feed first because it's got a bigger end. Typical, isn't it? Through that, there we go. Sorted. Don't forget to plug your power in, otherwise you're going to be pulling it back out. Power is in. Now we're going to try and push this great big heavy thing inside just a bit, so we can pull the waste and the water feed through. I'm not going to push it all the way just yet because I don't want to try and struggle to pull the cables through, the pipes through. Firstly, I don't know if you can see, so we're going to pull the water pipe through as far as we can, and the waste pipe through as far as we can. So we're going to connect it up before we finish pushing it in, because we can always check for any, any sort of leaking from the back, just in case. There shouldn't be any, but just in case. So firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the smelly pipe, the Jubilee clip that we had earlier. I'm going to push over the end, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on the waste pipe as far as I can. Like so. I'll tighten that up in a second. We're going to put the water feed in. We don't want to tighten it too tight because we don't want to burst the rubber ring seal that's inside of here. So I'm going to do it hand tight like so. Okay, I'm going to turn the water on just to make sure that it doesn't leak. I'm going to feel around the top just to be safe. There's no water, I can't feel anything. While I'm waiting, just to make sure that it doesn't leak, I'm going to tighten up the waist. Okay, so as I've tightened this up, I can't hear a rush of water like I initially did when I turned the water back on, that goes round into the washing machine. So that's a good sign. I can't feel any water. If you're worried at all, you can always pull it out and just double check. All I need to do now is just push it back in, turn it on and give it a go. Please subscribe to 5G. Press that notification bell. Any other new stuff that comes on, you'll be the first to see it. Thank you. Bye bye.